Hi, I hope this is going to be a slightly happier video than the last couple of videos have been because the nursing home was just terrible and the hospice house was like heaven compared to it. My nurses and the aides over there treated me like a human being, and I was almost started to feel like I was making friends, in fact. Some of them took me out to for walks around the just around the hallways. There was a nice uh, fish tank over there, and sometimes we went to the fish tank and to the chapel and stopped by there, looked at the fish, and sat down at the chapel to relax a little bit for a change of atmosphere. There was even a balcony that we could go out to, and they took me out to the balcony and actually see the outside world because I hadn't seen the outside world for a long time. I was able to look through the windows, but that was about it. So they took me out there, and when they took me, they even had special like spa. They called it a spa that they gave me showers at with a huge bathtub with faucets inside the bathtub that I loved. It was very relaxing to just get in there. And they didn't rush me, even though I'm sure that they had other people that they had to take care of. They didn't rush me at all. If they could find something that they thought I would like, they would go out of their way to get it for me. Here is an example for that might illustrate this. I wear glasses. I don't like to wear them while I'm making the videos, but I wear glasses. And I had left everything from my previous life behind. The moment that I made that phone call to the ambulance to take me to the emergency room, I left everything behind except for my wallet. At least the only piece of identification that I had, for example, if I'm not mistaken, was my driver's license and my wallet, and that was about it. Just maybe $20. So I didn't have anything. And when I was at the hospice house, I felt like that didn't matter very much. One of the things that I had left behind was all my eyeglasses, and when there was my eyes were getting more and more tired, and I could feel that I was able to see less and less. I don't know if this was just my imagination, but I don't think so. I think my eyes were getting so tired that they just couldn't focus anymore. And my focus, their ability to focus from close to near to far, was getting to be less and less. And I remember one time they had found some crossword puzzles to do for me to do, and I was working on that crossword puzzle, and I worked on it for maybe about 10 or 15 minutes before I raised my eyes again. And when I raised my eyes to the television, I could barely see it, and it was as if the curtains had been drawn, and I got scared because I thought, I'm going blind here, straining my eyes. And I started telling people. And if I had been If I had been at the nursing home when this happened, no one would have ever paid attention to me. But at the hospice house, they had an activities director. I think that was the person who helped me, who heard about it, and she had a pair of glasses that her daughter had outlived, and she said, these used to be my daughter's. Put them on and see if they do anything for you. And I put them on, and it was as if it was excellent. It was as if I had gone to the doctor. It was as if they were prescription glasses for me, pretty much. And I couldn't believe it. All of a sudden, I could see everything. My eyes started to relax, and I was able to see better, near and far. So that was an example of what happened to me at the hospice house and the way I was treated. And by the way, I mentioned the compassionate social worker that got me out of that hellhole that was the nursing home. She had gotten me a walker so that I could walk after my surgery, and I started being able to walk around the hallways of the hospice house and exercise my legs a little bit. And the nurses came with me, and they said, I didn't even have to ask. They said, would you like me to, you and I can go for a walk around the hallways tomorrow or something like that. It was just great. Those people were magnificent. They made me feel like a human being. And I can tell you other things that happened there. So hopefully I'll be able to, I have them written down in my brain, which granted is sometimes a bit of a sieve, but let's see if I can hold those memories in place long enough to make another video with them, which is what I hope to do, that because I want you to know how wonderful those people were. So I'll see you next time.